Hi, welcome back to the channel for the love of Christ. And this video is just kind of an informative video, kind of an opinion. So, the true timing of Jesus' birth, biblical, historical, and astronomical insights. Today, we're going to explore a fascinating and often misunderstood topic: the true timing of Jesus Christ's birth. While Christmas is widely celebrated on December 25th, the Bible itself does not specify this date, and many clues suggest a different time of year. Let's carefully examine what Scripture, history, and the stars reveal about when Jesus was truly born, and why the December 25th date became popular. The biblical clues: who, when, and where. First, let's look at the biblical narrative, especially in Luke and Matthew. Shepherds in the fields. Luke 2:8 tells us there were shepherds living out in the fields nearby, keeping watch over their flocks at night. In Judea, shepherds would not typically be outdoors at night in the cold winter months, December through January. This points us towards a warmer season like spring or fall. Elizabeth and Mary's pregnancies. Luke 1 gives a timeline where Elizabeth conceives John the Baptist, and 6 months later, Mary conceives Jesus. Luke 1:24 through 36. By tracing Zechariah's priestly service, Abijah division, and typical Jewish calendar patterns, scholars estimate Elizabeth conceived around June, and Mary conceived about 6 months later, in December. This suggests Jesus was born about 9 months after December, around September. The census and Bethlehem. Luke 2:1-7 speaks of a census that brought Joseph and Mary to Bethlehem. Though debated historically, the census helps set a time frame under Roman rule. Historical context: the reign of Herod the Great. Matthew 2:1 says Jesus was born in the days of King Herod. Herod died in 4 BC, so Jesus' birth must have been before then. The Magi's visit and Herod's massacre of boys aged 2 and under, Matthew 2:16, suggest the Magi came sometime after Jesus' birth, possibly up to 2 years later, further supporting a birth date several years before the commonly cited 1 AD. The Feast of Tabernacles and Jewish festivals. The Jewish festival calendar offers symbolic insights. The Feast of Tabernacles, Sukkot, occurs in the 7th month. Tishrei, 1521, usually falling in late September to early October. This feast celebrates God's dwelling with his people, and John 1:14 says, "The Word became flesh and made his dwelling, tabernacled among us." If Mary conceived in December, Jesus' birth would align with Sukkot the following year, making this a meaningful and symbolic birth time. Astronomical signs: the Star of Bethlehem and planetary alignments. The Magi, wise men from the east, followed a star to find Jesus. Matthew 2:1-12. What was this star? Modern astronomy and biblical prophecy suggest several possibilities. September 11, 3 BC, an extraordinary alignment where the constellation Virgo, the Virgin, was clothed with the sun, with the moon at her feet, and Jupiter, the king planet, positioned at her womb. This aligns closely with Revelation 12:1-2's description and the Jewish Feast of Trumpets. Jupiter-Venus conjunctions in 2 and 3 BC, bright stars visible to the naked eye, symbolizing a royal birth. The Magi's visit likely happened months or even a year after Jesus' birth, explaining why Jesus was found in a house, not a manger. Why December 25th? December 25th was chosen by the early Roman Church to align with pagan festivals such as the birthday of Saul, Invictus, the unconquered sun, the Roman festival of Saturnalia, December 17 through 23, and the winter solstice symbolizing the return of longer days and light. This choice helped early Christians integrate and replace popular pagan celebrations with the birth of the true light of the world. Faith beyond dates. While the exact date of Jesus' birth remains uncertain, the evidence strongly points to a fall birth, likely during the Feast of Tabernacles. The deeper truth is in the meaning: God coming to dwell with humanity, the light breaking into darkness. Our celebration should focus not on calendar date, but on the profound gift of salvation Jesus brings. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. Isaiah 9:6. Thank you for listening, and I hope that helps someone.